Lethal Pursuer is currently the second most popular perk in Dead by Daylight. It's also the exact reason you're losing your matches. People treat it like a crush they can't live without. But on 90% of the killer roster, you're burning an entire perk slot within 9 seconds of the game. If games last anywhere from 10 minutes to 15 minutes, that just means that you get a perk for like what, 0.1% of the game? What? So you're playing Pig, Leashin, Strapper, you have Lethal Pursuer on, and now what, dude? The game's over. By the time you even reach them at the end of the map on Nostromo's Regish or a Blood Lodge or any big ass map, you don't even have now 3 perks. Now, good luck going against the survivors. Shane rushing you. Ever since Beach VR updated survivor spawns, so teams group up together, you don't even need perks to find them. Spawn logic will tell you where they're at 9 times out of 10, unless it's a bug. So like, they'll spawn from the opposite side of you. So if you end up spawning slightly towards the other side of the map, they're on the other side, brother. Boom, easy. You don't even need Lethal Pursuer. You're bing chilling, bruh. And even then, say maybe you don't find them, right? Whatever. They're gonna be on a Jane anyways. 4th perk slot gone for no reason. Unless you're playing a killer like the Blide, the Nurse, the Ghoul, it's not worth it, bro. They're very mobile, so say you're on the Ghoul, you just slingshot right to the other side of the map, sug on 2 or 3 people really fast, make them do some health saves. Alright, but what about the other 42 killers in the game? There are total 43 killers in this game, and maybe 3 to 4 of them can use that perk, maybe 5 of them generous. If we look back at the numbers, Lethal Pursuer is the 2nd most used perk in the game. Not all of these people are playing the killers I just mentioned. Maybe Ghoul is in the top 6, if at that. But look, the other 5 are not meta killers, I guarantee it. And I just checked right now, no, it's just the Ghoul. The only meta perk. Come on, boys, what are you doing? If you want to play for fun, that's completely fine for sure. But today I'm going to tell you why this perk is making you lose your games in Dead by Daylight. I know what some people are going to say. They're going to say, but Dan, what about the 2 seconds extra aura you get from Lethal Pursuer? That's nothing, bro. That's luxury. If you have nowhere to hide for 5 seconds of aura, another 2 seconds on top, that's luxury. 4 seconds of barbecue and chalet, dude. Another 2 seconds luxury. You don't need that perk, bro. Just learn spawn logic and you'll be fine. But you know what's a better perk? A better perk is going to be Corruption Prevention. My favorite perk. Instead of 9 seconds of information that, you know, you don't really even need, because I lose a whole perk slot, 25% of my roster, just for 9 seconds of vision? Hell no, dog. Corruption Prevention will block the 3 Janes furthest away from you. And because of that, they are more likely to 3-Jane themselves. Every Jane they complete within Corruption Prevention, they're 25% more likely to 3-Jane themselves. Not only that, this perk does pseudo make maps smaller in the way that survivors have to go towards the uncovered Janes to complete those Janes, right? That means they're not on the Janes that are blocked off. So when you force a chase in your non-Corruption Prevention Janes, you're getting the pressure of the Jane and you're getting the pressure of the chase at the same exact time. It is the best perk in the game by far. If you play killer at all like myself, you'll see that survivors also have the must finish Jane mentality, and because of that, if they do even one Jane that was not corrupted and blocked for 5 to 10%, 20%, they will have the need to finish it. They'll be like, oh my god, it's must finish Jane. So even though Corruption Prevention gets taken decently early, you have that going for you as well. I'm not telling you to never ever run Lethal Pursuer ever. Yeah, the perk is okay on maybe 5 to 6 killers, 4 to 5. It depends, right? Like, you get the Ghoul, the Blide, the Nurse, the Hillbilly, and then a few maybe niche builds. But there's 43 different killers in this game, so even though someone in the comments is going to want to say, hey, what about this killer in this niche situation? You make plans to more likely succeed, correct? If I throw you out into the wild with a knife and you survive, was that the most optimal thing for me to do? No, it wasn't. But you survived. So if I'm crafting the more likelihood to survive and like win games, then Corruption Prevention is the thing to do that, because it'll stop them from spawning on top of the Janes. make maps smaller as well. Every Jane they start even doing a little bit, they're going to want to feel the need to finish that Jane. The pressure in the actual Janes themselves, it is the best perk. Take off lethal, put on corruption intervention. So I'm looking at the kill rates right here as well, right? And even though all the killers in the top 6 killer right now have below a 50% kill rate, that's just a big picture, I ain't gonna lie, dog. So like Wesker, 49% kill rate. Spring Strap, 46% kill rate. Lee Shin, 48% kill rate. That's just some of them, bro. And this is partly why, because they love Lethal Pursuer. It's not helping you out, dog. At some point, PHPR said, we want our kill rates to be 60%. They're not even close right now, dog. I think Ghoul might be like 53%, but Ghoul is Ghoul. Ghoul can make anything work, you know? Let me give you an analogy, right? So it's like this. Yes, the Ghoul has a higher than 50% kill rate for sure. Yes, you can use Lethal Pursuer on the Ghoul. But remember, it's like this. Imagine you have a very exceedingly attractive player. He mugs and mews, and he's very muscular. He has low cortisol levels. And he says, be yourself. And you're just like, what are you talking about, bro? Well, the Ghoul, that's him, man. He can make any perk work. So people want to say, Lethal Pursuer is actually amazing on the Ghoul. Yeah, I mean, you are right. It's really good on the Ghoul specifically. And maybe like 3 other killers, you know. But that does not make for an actual good perk. If it ends up being the case that the perk is only good on a small amount of people, like a subset amount of killers, that means the perk is not good in general. Not good enough to warrant that it has a second most used perk in the game. The fuck? I challenge everyone watching this video that's a Lethal Pursuer lover to put on the perk, Corruption Intervention. Try it out for 10 games. Let me know how you like it. If you succeeded, if you failed, put it in the comments down below. But what I'm going to tell you is this. I've been playing since 2016. I've seen a lot of builds come and go. And part of the journey is adapting, getting better, understanding, and also trying every single perk you can. I've tried Lethal Pursuer. I've tried every single build that you can think of. And I can tell you this, Corrupt will stomp out Lethal 9 times out of 10. If you're at this part of the video, you're still unsure what builds to even use with Lethal Pursuer, I'm going to have to recommend this. Pain Res, Dead Man Swish, and Pop Goes the Weasel. Corruption Intervention shrinks the map down. It makes it a little more like the 3 Shane. And now you have this setup for Pain Res and Dead Man's to within that 3 Shane to Shane Regress. And Pop Goes the Weasel as well. 20% Jane regression, 15 plus the 5 base anyways. I think Turn Back the Clog is a very bait perk because, yes, you can hit a Jane from a fur with a regression of 10%. You're missing another 10%, brother. I would genuinely rather kick the Jane with a 15% of pop plus a 5% base for a total of 20% than one Turn Back the Clog. Real reason Lethal Pursuer holds so many killer mains back and why kill rates are lower than 50% for the most part in the top 6 of the game, it comes down to macro play. Lethal's a bit of a micro crush in a way that, yes, you get 9 seconds of visual information, but you don't think at all while you're using it. So now you gotta understand an idea of where they're gonna spawn, where they're gonna be. You're flexing your brain a little bit more, actually. You're overall becoming a better killer main for it, dude. So you're gonna trade 9 seconds of visual handouts for 120 seconds of pure macro control. You dictate where the first chase happens, protect your chains in the chase, and force the survivors to play your game instead of running around the map just to get baited into a bad chase at the main building because the first 9 seconds told you to do it. Lethal Pursuer is more of a comfort perk. It trades long-term match control for immediate peace of mind. But comfort doesn't raise your kill rate mastery, does it? Once you learn basic spawn logic, those 9 seconds become completely redundant. Trade the security blanket for actual map control, slowdowns, basically any other perk, dude. See how much faster their matches start going your way? If you like videos like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. But also, I'm live every single day, 1 a.m. Central on the Purple app. Dan, hurry. Peace, motherfuckers.